There you go. That's us on the internet. Hello.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Winamp.
Winamp. Wow, that takes me back.
It really whips the llama's ass.
It really does whip the llama's ass.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the main thing that it does, I would say.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I liked all the different skins you spent hours and hours looking at.
Yeah.
That was totally worth it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the days when customization was for you to look at rather than to show off to others.
It's true.
Yeah.
I like it.
Before everyone was a fucking narcissist. And that was
yeah.
acceptable and to be
Yeah.
commended in some way.
I mean, Narcissist, he's been around for a long time.
Yep.
Since the day of man.
The dawn of times.
The dawn of times when Narcissist drowned himself.
Yeah.
In the river.
Fucking in the water. I think that's how it goes. All right.
Alright. Well,
Alright, podcast.
probably do a podcast. That was the best intro, I think, we've ever done.
Start with the correct number. There we go.
What are we?
2 to 4.
2, 2, 4.
Here we go.
Yeah, I need to get my notes up, but yeah.
Just yawn first.
Just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
This is what people call entertainment, I believe.
It's a bad
Yeah,
look. Right,
it's not great. Yeah, I'm ready, nearly. I just feel like I need to, just shift. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Go on.
Hello and welcome to the JfG Podcast. This is episode 224. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how's it going there?
Hey, buddy. As always, I'm feeling good on a Wednesday, Yaya Sparkling Thoughts. Give me the hope to go on. I really like how every single time you, go up in pitch when you say as. There.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's nice. It's a standard intro. And
Yeah.
I guess, it's what we do every time.
Yeah.
We sit down on a Wednesday to talk like this.
Yeah.
About, well, first of all, what we've done this week.
Yeah.
For me, that's not a lot. Yeah. Yeah, nothing's really happened. I went to the pub. That was a good time. Had
Nice, like it.
3 pints of some sort of Castle Rock beer there.
Lovely, yeah.
Did the job. I was quite pissed. By 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and then by about 10 o'clock, I felt like I had a hangover. It was bad.
That can happen, buddy.
It's just
that
a danger.
Happen.
And the problem was, I came home and I was like, I'll just keep fucking drinking. That's the sensible thing to do. Just keep pounding booze. But no, it just didn't do the job anymore. I don't know
If you
why.
leave it too long between boozes, then there's no coming back, really.
No,
You just
there's not.
force it at that point.
It's
and you got slight head pains, and it's just
Yeah.
it's all over. You have to forget
It's
it.
a
and move on.
horrible feeling. That
Certainly.
danger time there.
That's
yeah.
why that period of time is best served asleep. It's
got a good point.
yeah.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
Before I went to the pub, I was in the garden tackling the mighty garden bush, which is like a row of, I think they're like ferns or whatever, the trees that are evergreens and stuff. Next door's got them anyway, and they go like halfway down the garden, and it was getting pretty tall. And obviously it's on their side of the fence, so there's always a bit of, controversy. Can I cut this down? My thought is always, yes, you can, because fuck those guys. And so they were trimming it the other day on their side, but they left the top. I'm like, all right then, well, leave the top. I mean, it looks a bit shit. So obviously I had to get out the Mac Daddy big ladders, get up there, cut off all the top, trim down the side. It was a hard job. I've got all scrapes up my arms. There was all brambles in there. It was fucking dangerous. I'm talking like... I mean, if I knew how many feet high it was like twice me, so 10 foot tall. Maybe 11. Yeah, no. It's got to be at least... I'm like 5'10". How many inches are in a foot? 12?
At least 200 inches in
200 inches in a foot.
A minimum of. I mean, it sounds from your experience like you now know what it's like to be a daredevil or perhaps a special forces soldier, buddy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've lived life on the edge right then.
Absolutely.
Anything, at one point, I nearly fell.
There you go.
My life flashed before my eyes. It didn't really. It was bullshit. So yeah, I tackled the massive garden bush, and then I had loads of bush in my garden, like that had been cut down, and I was like, I can't fit all this in my brown bin for garden waste. And luckily, next door have a skip where they've been putting all their garden waste in it. So I was like, "Oh mate, yeah, how's it going? Yeah, can I? I've chopped the top of your tree." And he's like, "Oh wow, thank you very much." I was like, "Well, that's number one. That's a good response because he could have been like." Why the fuck have you cut the top of my tree? So that was a good start. And then I was like, could I be a pain and ask if, I'll put it in your skip? And he was like, yeah, no problem. I was like, fucking sweet, job done. Got rid of all that crap.
You can put my bush in my skip.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. You're welcome. Right. Yeah, I know. That's the least they could do, really. Gibbon. But really, the highlight of my week, buddy, I am now running a brand new PC. Fucking whoop-de-doo, eh?
How's it going with that?
Yeah, it's fucking tasty. As we were saying, prior to the podcast, old narcissism and stuff like that, things need to look good, and this looks very nice. It's got the old... tempered glass window so I can see inside. It's got a couple of flashy lights inside and outside.
Bubble bath in there. Catherine wheel on the back, spinning around. Yep. Yeah.
Got the where you put the you get like a card from a card deck and put it between the spokes so it makes that sound. Yeah, put that in the fans as well.
Justin Bieber stickers all over it.
Yeah, Bieber stickers. Yeah, the
plays
score.
Sugar Hill Gang out the back if you push a button on it, and
all the latest mod comes.
As the fan spins up, just like a
and it plays some kind of chime when you turn it on. I'm trying to think of some funny one, but I can't. It is what it is.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a fucking beast. I love it. It's not a beast at all. It's a mediocre PC for this day and age.
It's a beast in comparison to what you were running before.
Yeah, buddy. Exactly. It is fucking lovely, to be honest. And the next thing I need to really get is a big fucking large solid state or M2 drive, I think, to put in there. Looking at about 80 quid for a terabyte. I'm like, that's not too bad. They've come down
so much.
I know, it's crazy. Absolutely mental. Like all PC components this past year have kind of just dropped so much, and I think that's why it was like the perfect time to buy it, because like the RAM I picked up, it's not shit. It's good. Like it's it's like 16 gig at 3200 megahertz or whatever, and like reputable make, what is it, like G Skill or something like that, I think. Like 6 months ago, it was like 130 quid. For that kit. 60 quid. Bargain.
Yeah. I mean, invariably the Bitcoin thing, when that fell out the bottom, that made a big difference, didn't it?
I was happy with that.
Yeah,
that meant I got my graphics card nice and cheap. Well, I say cheap, it was still like 150 quid, but yeah, no, I'm super fucking happy with it, buddy. Been playing some games on it, obviously. Got to give it a test run. I'll talk to you about that, obviously, in the game section. It's not for that. But next thing, buddy, is, I'm loving using the keyboard and mouse again. I've got my lovely long mouse mat here. It's lovely to put my hands on, and yeah, it's it's the honeymoon stage right now. Nothing's gone wrong. Everything's gone right. So everything's good. right
There's
now.
nothing quite like that. First, building the new rig from scratch, firing up for the first time, and everything working, and just being like,
Yeah,
that's
and
such a good.
I was looking at because obviously like my hard drive that I pulled out my old one already had Windows in it, and I was looking at transferring the license and sorting it all out, and if you can just take that drive and whack it in the new one and it'll be all right. So I did that. I just put it in there with Windows installed. But I also had I got an image of Windows 10 because you can just make an image of Windows 10 if you have Windows 10. It's mental. I was like, that's well good. So did that on the USB. So banged that in. Then on first boot up, I was like, right, I'm just gonna reinstall Windows, go from fresh, and it brought me to the bar screen. Tinkered about with it, set the boot device, and then I was like, yeah, hit enter. Thinking it was going to boot from the USB. Nah, it just went straight onto hard drive, booted up Windows, no problem. It's just like, I'm just reconfiguring your stuff. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then I was in Windows, and I was like, I'm still going to do a fresh install because of those drivers. But one cool thing, because I did the upgrade whilst in Windows, it was like, do you want to keep all your files? I'm like, yeah, fucking sweet. Even though I backed them all up, I was like, yeah, just keep it. Just get rid of all the programs and reinstall everything from scratch. But I get to keep all like my documents, all my music and stuff that was on the C drive. Yeah, it worked out fucking really, really well. It was crazy. Like it used to be a massive ball ache when you had to transfer everything. Yeah, it was not fun. But nowadays, buddy, it's all fucking plug and play. And activating Windows was a piece of piss, I think, from what I remember. It just said like this version of Windows isn't active, and then luckily I still had my code from when I bought it like 5 years ago. I can't remember, like for 20 quid. I just banged that code in. It was like, yeah, you're all fucking sweat, mate. You know, you're sorted, good to go. So absolutely no problems so far.
So nice, man. Like I one of the last things that I was doing before I left my old computer job was rebuilding a load of systems for this charity, and they were all XP machines. And like did a clean install of XP and completely forgot or didn't even consider the fact that the base version of XP on a clean install didn't install the network adapter. It didn't have any drivers for the network
adapter.
You,
buddy. Fuck you.
So you reinstalled everything, and then you couldn't connect it to the internet. You had to literally find the network adapter drivers, put them on a stick, and then plug it in.
So it had USB drivers though, not like CD.
Some of them did, and some of them didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ports never works.
No,
because they would like wired up
part
on
of the motherboard.
But the stuff that was native on the board, you could usually at least use one of those. Salad days. Well, I'm so glad you're up and running, buddy. That's fucking sweet as the punch.
Yeah, I'm fucking super stoked with it, buddy. I'll tell you how it runs later. So there you go, buddy. That is the biggest highlight of my week. Like I said, there's still a couple of things that I want to get. Big hard drive, and I want to get one of them all-in-one coolers that you can get now, so I can overclock the CPU a bit more. I haven't done any because I'm just running the stock AMD cooler that came with it, but I was like, that'll do for now. Like fucking what I'm working with compared to what it was is just it's an absolute dream. It's super good. I love it.
Beautiful.
Gibbons, buddy. So what you been up to, mate? Anything much?
Not really. No.
Cool. Cool. That's nice.
Had a very busy week last time round, so this one's been a bit of a quiet one. So yeah. Spend most of the weekend sorting the flat out. I'm not going to talk about that. It would be fucking boring. So
because you were having a big old sort out or something, weren't you?
Gibbons cleaned out the sideboard, rearranged all of our fucking shit, got rid of a load of paperwork and stuff, load of shredding. Got an app on my phone now that tracks our like spending and shit on our account, so you can see like,
nice
every transaction on a pie chart. Makes you feel slightly better about yourself, I suppose.
Yeah, a bit more control.
Yeah, probably the most exciting part of my week was that I got a 30 quid off of a Cardo home delivery voucher. I was like, yeah, I'll fucking do that.
Fucking score, son.
Cardo turned up with a load of shit for me, and that was lovely. I've been having tasty meals all week.
That's always good.
Yeah, Gibbons. Other than that, brief pub trip on Sunday, followed by a cheeky curry at the Raj Pavilion, a restaurant I'd not been to before, buddy. And it was very good, very tasty, and quite reasonably priced. So there.
Nice.
And the only other thing I've done is last night I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear today, if I'm honest. Because
Oh,
last night it was the traditional Tuesday night shit fest,
hello.
which has kind of become a sort of once a month thing that me and Funk tend to do, where we go out on a Tuesday night and get really
Yep,
drunk,
that's all
and
right.
then suffer and accept the consequences of that. Um, we were joined by a friend of the podcast, Paul, as well last night. We went up the George. We had a selection of lovely ales, some cheeky IPAs. Friend of the podcast, Paul, had some sort of incredibly strong mango thing that was like
Oh,
a
that doesn't
Solero
sound.
beer, which was weird.
Yeah,
And yeah, ended up in Sankey's Public House, where they had some nice beers there as well, pig and porter. And
nice.
yeah, that's it. That's all I've done. Nothing else to report, buddy.
Well, that'll do. You
Yeah,
know
pub
that's
quiz
something.
tomorrow, and
Oh,
going for our third win on the spin, which is pretty
yeah,
exciting.
I believe.
Yeah. So there you are. The topic for this week's podcast is video games, of course, and we'll be talking about them
Obviously.
shortly. But before we do, buddy, I do need to just ask,
Oh,
what is it you're drinking this evening?
this evening, buddy, I'm on the Green King IPA.
Ah,
It's a simple ale, really.
the
Nothing really
official beer of
to
England cricket.
well, there you go. That's why
That's
I'm
why.
drinking it. Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
because you know me and cricket.
Loves it.
Two peas in a pod.
Absolutely, 100%.
One of the same.
Given.
So, what are you drinking this evening, buddy? If you are,
I'm on Pinot, a bit of Pinot
it's a
Grigio.
Pinot. Yeah,
It's a 2018. It was a very good year.
it's a very good year.
Actually, a terrible year,
Oh.
I thought. But hey, it's the Story de Viet Dolomiti from the Dolomite Mountains. And let me tell you a little bit about it, buddy.
Please.
It represents very prestigious wines from the Trentino Valley in northern Italy, sourced by Cantina La Vie from the foothills of the Dolomites. This elegant and refined Pinot Grigio is rich with citrus and pear fruit and has a lovely fresh minerality, which gives it finesse.
Yeah, that minerality is really gonna make the difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's typos in this, which I'm livid about. I've been correcting them as I've gone.
I wouldn't spot them.
Ideally served with salads, fish, and poultry, but also lovely as an aperitif or when doing a video games podcast. So
That should also be there, definitely.
it should be on there. I'll write that on in Biro.
Yeah.
And then throw the bottle
Yeah.
away because it's nearly empty already.
Wow.
But either way, that's enough of that fucking bullshit. Let's go and talk about what we've been playing, buddy.
Kiffins, yeah.
So do you want to get the ball rolling, B? Obviously, you've got
yeah.
new computer
Ooh.
town. So what's the scoop?
So I haven't played anything new, really. But one game that I played a lot on my last computer, you know, with the same graphics card in, was Sea of Thieves, buddy. So I've been back pirating, you know, being a pirate, doing some sea shanties and looting, rooting and stuff like that. And yeah, it's amazing the difference of what this computer can do compared to my previous one, which you know, isn't surprising, but it is glorious to see. So on my previous one, I was running it. I could get 60 frames at 1080 at very low settings. On this, I can get 60 frames running it at 2K on. I think it's called Mythic settings, which is the highest one, and it looks completely different and really nice. Actually, the art style's really good. They've done a fucking cracking job on the water effects. They're really good, and it's just nice to look around. All like the sunrises and sunsets, like the lighting. Like when you're in a cave, you can get your little lantern out. And it's really good. That's mainly because, you know, my new PC can handle it, whereas on the old one, didn't really do the job.
I mean, it's always more pleasing than playing like a brand new game or something you couldn't run before, firing up something that you're used to playing like at lower settings, and then seeing the difference. Like I remember I coincided a PC build with the release of Half-Life 2. Quite on purpose. Didn't quite get it over the line before the game launched, and played it at, I think, like 512 fucking resolution for a couple of weeks before buying like a GeForce like 6800 GT or something, and just
the beast.
The absolute fucking red devil, and then just whacking the resolution up to like, I don't know what it was at the time. It was probably like 1280, something like that, and
buddy.
And it's just like absolute amazement. It's like smooth as butter, and it's so cool, man. Like that's so great when you can really, really see the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I did manage to run it at 4K, and it was a smooth 30 frames per second, which is, I believe, what the Xbox One X runs it at, which is 4K 30. And I was like, this is ball bags, because 30 frames a second is horrible.
We've always said
it's horrible. And like I was playing it with Trophy Alex, and I was just saying, like, I just prefer higher frame rates. I would quite happily have a lower resolution and play it at 60 than have it janking about at 30. And so I did. So that's running 2K at 60, no bother. Obviously there's a dip here and there when something mental goes on, but I'm fine with that. I can live with that. If I wanted to, I could drop it down to, is it 1220p? I don't know, the one above 1080p, I think it is, isn't it?
And then you've got your upgrade path with your graphics card, like in a couple of years.
Yeah, and also like my motherboard supports like the latest CPUs that have just come out as well. So if I wanted to do that as well, I fucking can, buddy.
No.
Yes, so I'll actually talk about Sea of Thieves instead of just wanking off about my computer. They've had a couple of cheeky updates. One of the updates is adding these. I can't remember what they're called. Beginning with R, some sort of chest, relic chests. I'm gonna go for fuck it, why not? And these are like sunken ships around the place, and they're highlighted by like weird little lights that come up in the sky to alert you that there's fucking super loot there. And obviously it's to get everyone on the server to be like, oh shit, we need to get over there and get it, and to get people to fight each other. And yeah, we've had a couple of times where we've got there, looted it, and then scarpered before anyone else gets there. But last night we had one encounter where we were coming up to it and we were like, fuck, there's a ship already there. So we were skulking about, right? We're skulking about. And we're like, all right, well, hopefully he hasn't seen us. So we follow him, and what he's got to do is take the chest back to one of the islands, which is an outpost. There's like so many of them dotted around the place, and that's where you trade in all your shit. So we're skulking about. And Trophy's like, right, I'm going to get in the cannon, fire myself over there, fuck him up while you blow up his ship. And I was like, okay, right, we got this. So jumps in, shoots across. The guy still doesn't know we're there, I'm guessing. He sneaks up, kills this guy. I'm there just fucking bombing the shit out of his fucking ship. We steal his loot and then trade it in and make a ton of money. And we're like, we were actual real pirates then.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, it felt good. Because most of the game, I'm just like doing my little quests here and there, so working out puzzles, which, you know, I'm still really enjoying. This is definitely, well, me personally, this definitely isn't a single player game. It's way more fun with your buddies, because like you can just fuck about and do all kinds of stuff. Getting into my fishing on there now, buddy. You know, I'm a fan of fishing. You can just fish off the side of the boat, catching some trophy fish. There's like 150 different fish you can catch on this thing, which is pretty cool. You know, all different types. But yeah, Sea of Thieves, like, I'm really enjoying it. It's cool. It's very relaxing, and I'm having a blast, I must say. It's nice. Yeah, it's good. And the other game, buddy, that I've been playing again this week, and that's Fortnite. But just the prop hunt. It's fucking really good. I would love it if everyone got this. It's free. You haven't got to worry about it. So there's like a creative zone, which I've mentioned before, and you can just get codes off the internet, put these codes in, and it loads up whatever level it is, And there's hundreds of these prop hunt levels. There's all different fucking things you can do. You can do like gauntlet runs, all kinds of stupid stuff. It's like GTA, you know, the creation thing, but a lot easier to fuck about in. And the content is literally insane. Like some of the stuff that I've seen my like kids doing, like these. So like you've got like a row of like 8 lanes, and each lane it's like a fucking what's it? The Gladiators, the fucking final thing or whatever it's called. I can't even remember now.
They're like the Travelators.
Yeah, you got the Travelator and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like that. There's 6 of you in a line. You got to race to the end and stuff like that. Like, fair play to them, you know. Like, first of all, it was just like a co-op survival whatever game, wasn't it? I can't remember, like the Save the World one. Then obviously they fucking smashed it out of the park with the whole Battle Royale. And now, like, all this like creative content, like my kids play that more than the actual just main game because they're constantly finding new maps and challenges and whatever to play. I'm just like, fucking, you know what? Like, hats off to Fortnite, which is a strange thing to be saying.
No, fair enough, to be honest. Like, for a free game as well. Like
exactly. And that's what I think.
Not gated in any way.
There's no gates to it whatsoever. You can just get on there and play it, and like I would love it even if we just tried it out for a night, me, you, and the boys, obviously, just giving it a go. Yeah, but anyway, that's Fortnite. It's still just Fortnite, but it's much better on keyboard and mouse, just like most shooters as well, I must say.
Nice, man. Sounds cool. I do want to try it, but I've always been a fan of Prop Hunt.
Yeah, and, it's so good.
The Call of Duty one was a thorough disappointment.
Oh, it's like proper pants, wasn't it?
Bullshit, so.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds great. Certainly up for giving it a go.
Gibbons, yeah. So hopefully we'll get on that at some point. So that's pretty much me, buddy. I've got a few other games installed, but I just keep going back to Sea of Thieves at the moment. It's just a nice place to be. Let's say.
Lovely. He's got his teeth stuck in. Oh, lovely stuff.
I know, right? I know. So what have you been playing? I see you're also in the mood, just like me, with Green King IPA, about some sort of cricket.
Official beer of the England cricket team. Yeah, I've been playing Ash's cricket.
It's my cricket.
It belongs to Ash, of course. The Ashes, of course, being the tournament between England and Australia. Test matches happens X number of times. I don't know. It's a 5-game series. I don't know how many. Like, is it every year or is it every other year? I don't know. Probably every other. I'm gonna go with
once every millennium, I believe.
Who can say? Either way, I did play this and I did mention it very briefly a few pods ago. It hit Game Pass. And it's fucking like ropey as shit.
Of course it is.
Yeah, like it's it doesn't look good. I don't know. I did look. I looked up what year it was, and I now can't remember again. Hang on.
1873.
I think it was 2017.
Close enough.
Yeah, Ash's cricket, belonging to Ash.
My cricket.
Yeah, 2017. There you go.
Yeah, I think it was 2017 when I invented cricket, buddy.
You invented the game of cricket. So anyway, obviously this thing is very low, like, production values, like a laughable menu system of the sort of PS2 caliber. It makes the PES menus of the last 10 years.
Is that the worst thing that I immediately thought of, the PES menu to compare it to?
If you think the PES menus have been bad over the years, like this is literally looks like Microsoft Access. Like, it's fucking. What would you do if you'd never designed a video game and you had an hour to design a main menu screen? You would write all of the things you needed and then you'd put them in square buttons. Like, the game loads up with just a giant fucking live head of a cricketer. Seems to be at random, but obviously the player models are fucking shite. So it just looks
Yeah.
like this weird like potato like on the screen. It's it's fucking shite. Anyway, I could lay into that all day. But and I certainly didn't think I was going to play this again after the first time I played it. But this is a really good game, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But from a gameplay and features standpoint, this is a really good game. And bearing in mind the budget that these guys probably had, and the fact that they're always making sort of, B class, C class games. These aren't AAA titles that they're churning out. Um, this is quite an impressive feat. So, firstly, game mode wise, you'd think like Ashes cricket. So, at the Ashes is a tournament that takes place every couple of years.
Seriously, every time you say Ashes cricket, I'm just like, yeah, my cricket.
Yeah, it's my cricket.
It's just weird.
Yeah. Your
I'm
radium.
sorry.
So yeah, considering
Who's
that
Ranium?
there's a fucking shit ton of teams available here. Considering like it, at first I thought there was just two, and then I realised that I could play against Scotland, which I thought was quite funny. So in terms of game modes, like there's all sorts of options here. You can do a full test match. You can do one day as 2020. You can do like super overs, and they've got like a sudden death mode as well.
Is there like a FIFA Street mode?
There doesn't seem to be a FIFA Street mode.
Ah,
No,
what?
but it's got plenty of different options of things you can do there. It's yeah, and the bottom line here, gameplay wise, I really do enjoy this shitty fucking game.
That's because it's cricket, buddy.
It's got a great deal of nuance to it. It's obviously it's nice to have a cricket game. It also, by the way, does make me crave a new baseball game quite fucking hard, if I'm honest.
He wants to hit balls with bats.
I want to hit balls with bats. I do. That's what I want to do. So the nuance of this, and I've been playing it on basic, but I bumped it up to like medium, and there was even more like nuance, and like, it just feels really in the same way that Pez. It feels like the ball could kind of go anywhere, and it's all quite analog and quite sort of freeform. It's kind of got that feel about it. The batting is pretty cool. You've got a sort of mini map at the bottom, shows you all the fielding positions, and then the bowler comes in. It kind of slows down a little bit as he's about to bowl, shows you a reticule which corresponds to, is it like a like a full toss, or is it like going to be short, something like that. Then
big fan of a full toss.
You love a full toss. You always
not
have.
half toss.
Then as the ball comes in, like you get like a marker on the ground if you've got it on basic mode, so you can see sort of vaguely where it's going to land, and that dictates like what is the best shot to play. Obviously, you've got like Y buttons, defend. You can duck out the way. You can hit a normal shot. You can hit a precision shot with X, or you can thump fuck out of it with B. And and the shot the direction needs to be, it needs to work with where the ball's bouncing. You use the left analog stick, and it brings up literally like a sort of cone on the mini map, so you can see where you're aiming, so you can sort of aim for gaps in the covers and try and sneak the ball through. And it's just really quite addictive and very satisfying. Hitting a 6 on this game is really satisfying. The bowling is infinitely more nuanced. Like you've got maybe like 4 different options to choose during the actual bowl. So you pick like vaguely what you want to do on the way in. You can also then hold the left analog stick to sort of, position where it's going to bounce, or the sort of directions that you want it to go. And then you can select another step along the way where you choose how fast you want the sort of jump and the spin of the arm to be. And then once you've picked that, then you've got another choice of how fast you want to actually bowl the thing. And you can do like a fast run up, like a really fast jump and spin, and then like bowl it slower. And that seems to really catch the batsman out.
The old feint, like it.
Yeah, the AI is quite competent. Like it's pretty impressive. And if you bowl it like a slow ball and they're expecting it, then they'll thump it. But like nicking the edge of the stumps is very satisfying. Getting and loads of like really quality moments with them just catching an edge, and then the fielding, even though it's sort of almost like a sort of QTE mini game to make a catch, even that's quite satisfying. The ball has a
Sorry,
reticule
did you
where it's
say quick time events were quite
well,
satisfying
the
then?
game is not made well enough for there to be any other alternative to this. Like,
Yeah, I understand.
in a game with a AAA 200-person development team, if
Yeah, and they were
EA had,
trying to think of
then
something clever.
yeah, there would be. You'd have full control of the players. You'd be able to like hit a trigger to jump or something like that. But here you've got like a reticule as the ball it goes into slow motion as the ball's going past. You've got a reticule of where your fielder can catch the ball, and you literally just got to try and move it over to where the ball is and hit A if you get it there in time.
Oh, I'm trying to think what other game used to do that. But yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it just
Well,
kind of makes
yeah.
sense. I think the Bigs actually did a
No, I
version
think
of
that's
that.
right. I think it was the Bigs.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
a
it
good
was.
game on the
You're right.
360.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, it's a surprisingly fun and surprisingly addictive game. I played a full test match against Scotland, so
Nice.
yeah, and I had it on easy, and I was struggling at the start, and by the end, I declared on 680 in my
that'll do.
first innings.
That'll do.
But yeah, I bumped the difficulty up, and it's a good challenge. It's really satisfying because it's realistic in that it takes you might go 100 bowls before you get a wicket, and then when you get it, it's genuinely satisfying because of that. It's a slow game and it's not for everyone, and it looks fucking
it's
dreadful,
cricket.
but it's fun and I like it. And I've probably played 5 hours of it this week, and I'm gonna play more. So
You're crazy.
Game Pass for you, but I've got my money's worth for the month.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Well, I did not see us talking about cricket for like nearly 20 minutes there.
No,
I'd say.
no, take that.
But there you go. Everyone enjoyed that, I bet.
I bet they did, because obviously everyone who listens to this loves cricket.
Who doesn't?
I don't even love cricket. Anyway, I've also been playing
I
the PES
don't
demo.
like cricket.
I really like the PES demo, and I want PES.
Okay, so have you made up your mind?
It's going to be PES, but not at launch.
Oh, okay. So we're going to hold back. Right, okay, cool.
Till it hits
So
30 quid 2
what
weeks
are
later.
you enjoying about it so much? Is it just because it's not FIFA?
No, well, I've gone back to the previous PES,
Yeah.
and because it's more difficult to compare, having not played this year's PES for 6 months.
Yeah,
because
obviously.
we've been playing FIFA. It's much better than last year's PES. A lot of the issues with AI are still there on this year's PES. The new demo, as well as looking a little bit nicer. It flows nicer, but the ball is heavier. It's harder to control, and I like that about it. It's more realistic. It's much slower. Like it's 25% slower, the new demo to the old game. And that suits the way that we build the play and move the ball around. And because we've been playing football games for such a long time, and the thing that I love about this PES demo, which FIFA is fucking shit for, is it will if you don't play the ball the way you're facing, if you try and fucking shoot a ball 180 behind you over the top, on FIFA it will land on a player's toe and they'll bomb on and score. If you do that on PES, your player just fucking falls over. Because why have you tried to do that? It's stupid. Yeah. And that's what I want. Like that is what I want.
Well, that's a simulation, isn't it? Of movement.
And when you do get it right, it's just incredibly satisfying. And I don't have an issue with how many fouls there are. I don't have a problem with it, because again, it's a simulation. I've watched the start of the Premier League campaign. That's how many fouls there are in football, whether you like it or not.
I get what you're saying. There's a lot of fouls, yeah.
I would like there to be an option on basically all football games, but certainly on PES, for you to set a referee strictness level out of 5.
Lenience.
So if you're playing your mates in 2v2 online, you can bump it right down and play sort of 90s Premier League football. Exactly.
Get fucking stuck in.
If you're playing online, it's an esport sort of thing they're going for.
Realism.
That's fine. If it's foul after foul, that's the game.
What it is. You got to play with it. Yeah.
So yeah, the only other game I've been playing is Crash Team Racing, which is equal parts excellent and fucking annoying.
Cool. Just
and
like all Mario
Exactly.
Kart-esque games.
Damn right. Nothing more to say
Yeah.
about it. So yeah,
Cool.
there you go, buddy. That's
Nice.
me.
Fucking cricket all the way, son.
Cricket
Love
all the way. Looking forward to playing some more cricket. And thank you very much for making that game and coming up with the sport.
You're welcome. In 2017, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Spent
that's what
all
you
year
do.
doing it. Just fucking, one day, cricket. There it was.
It's just fun, like the fact that I'm playing this like shite cricket game when we joked for years about buying Don Bradman cricket, and it's always been like £65. It's just like
fucking. If it was £5, I'd buy it.
Oh yeah.
Well, not now because
we
it's
all would.
really bad.
Yeah.
But
So there you are. We should probably move on.
Gibbons.
And now it's time for the news.
Da news. Fucking news.
Number one.
Number one.
Respawn.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. So Respawn, Apex Legends.
They made that game. Titanfall 2.
They
Titanfall.
have absolutely caked Apex Legends in pay to win loot boxes in the latest event. And the studio have come out and apologized, saying that they have broken their promise to fans. That they wouldn't do that, and they're taking steps to address it.
Yeah, they also, I think, called their some members of their community dickheads, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Like, everyone else is calling them fucking all kinds of names. Why can't they call them back? Tit for tat and all that.
Well, yeah.
But obviously, professionalism is and all that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. If you like Apex Legends, then you were probably lulled into a false sense of security here because
it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game, and it didn't have pay to win loot boxes in it, and now it does. So that's kind of annoying. They're talking about removing them.
Yeah, later.
This is the why I've never got invested in any free to play game really, because they can just move the goalposts all the time. I say that, but then that's becoming all AAA games now because
I was gonna say it's not just free to play games, mate. Like Call of Duty.
This is always online, and the
fans are livid. They never saw it coming.
Different in a year. So I suppose if you're playing it free to play, then at least if they completely shit the bed, you can walk away having
you can be like,
parted
fuck
with no cash.
You. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Either way, EA acquires studio.
Fucks it.
Number 2, Minecraft is getting an official ray tracing patch support on PC, which
looks cool.
It does look great. Yeah,
looks really good.
Some videos and if anything's going to show off what a incredible step forward in graphics ray tracing is,
it's going to be a shitty block game.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's kind
something
of
that looks absolute wank. Yeah. But I mean, there's been mods for Minecraft for years and years where realistic water and stuff like that. So I don't know. Obviously, this is going to get more mainstream attention than all the mods and stuff would, because obviously it's Nvidia and they're going to be chucking it out everywhere they can, and major news companies and people will be like, oh yeah, look at this. I mean, like I said, these things have been around for years, but it does look very nice, and glad that it's officially supported, I guess.
Yep. One of the benefits of Microsoft being at the helm and sort of promising partnerships with Nvidia, it's pretty cool. It looks great, and pop onto YouTube, search Minecraft ray tracing, and you can see that in action. It's the water effects that get me. It just makes such a difference, doesn't it? It's
huge.
It just looks like a living, breathing world all of a sudden, even though it's still pixelated blocks and stuff. It's something.
Definitely.
So there you go. Next, super hot it was suddenly sort of vaguely leaked stroke announced that Superhot was going to launch on the Switch, and then it did. So it's
What?
out.
How did they get that running on the Switch?
I can't believe they got it running. Yeah, absolutely.
It's incredible.
Incredible. Ori and the Blind Forest also announced for the Switch, and it's heading to the platform on the 27th of September as Microsoft continue their sort of little cheeky fucking
takeover.
of Nintendo.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair enough, I suppose. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that game would be really good to play on the Switch, to be honest. Ori and the Blind Forest. Perfect platformer. To play on the Switch. Yeah, definitely.
It's just something I couldn't really get into for some reason. I need to go back to it, to be honest.
Oh, it's because it's one of them Castle Metroidvania, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere, and then go back around again and stuff like that.
I like my platformers to be linear.
I just want to go forward.
Yeah,
and that's it. Yeah, just get to the end.
So there, bit of Switch news there. Also, a funny rumor this week that some sort of leak that Nintendo had allegedly said that if you've bought a Switch already, you can upgrade to the new one for free.
I know. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo can't afford to do that because they are in the midst of replacing all of their Joy-Cons worldwide. So, they haven't really got the money for that.
No.
And why would they do it anyway?
Well, insane. They shouldn't have fucked it in the first place, buddy.
Certainly not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I mean, you could argue that the redesign is specifically, because the Joy-Cons are fucked.
Maybe. Ooh, controversy or whatever it is.
I'm just spitballing here. Maybe. I haven't heard anything, and all of my views are thoughts of my own.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking, yeah. Some sort of takedown strike on our podcast.
Of course.
Shit talking Nintendo.
I mean, that's every episode, buddy, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, frankly, fuck Nintendo.
Yeah, they're retarded.
Dickheads. So, PES 2020.
eFootball.
Yeah, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 Winning 11 2020.
2020, yeah.
They've announced that they've got the official license for Serie A, the whole of Serie A.
Wow.
They have exclusive rights to Juve. We reported on that a little while ago, which is funny. But now they've got the whole league. And that probably means that they don't have the official license for La Liga.
Probably not.
Tends to be one or the other. That's fine. I mean, we don't care about that anyway because you can patch it in minutes with a USB stick for free.
True.
But it's still funny to see this power struggle between like Konami and EA for like licenses after all these years.
Baffling,
since,
isn't it?
1995. And here we are.
Yeah. No, well.
Probably more interesting, slightly more exciting, and also slightly ominous is that Konami has snapped up the Euro 2020 license, which will be coming to PES as DLC, and no word about whether that will be free DLC or paid for DLC. But,
I don't know. You never know. Probably paid, but they might be nice.
I don't really know. I mean, they're talking about having there's going to be 50 national sides fully licensed in the game to start with, apparently. So I don't know what this is going to involve other than the sort of the graphics of
the branding and stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe some stadiums, which would be nice as well. But
that'd be cool.
Not the sort of thing you can really pay for or charge for, really. So, although if you can,
I'm sure they could.
They could. Either way, reasons to be cheerful if you like a bit of PES.
Gibbons.
Next, PUBG goes console crossplay in October. That was a bit of an announcement from Gamescom this week. So that's interesting. If you like that sort of thing, then there you go. I don't know what the playing figures are for PUBG on console. I know it's still pretty high on PC.
Yeah, on PC they're still good, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. And no interest. That's the word.
No. We just don't like that game mode. And
no.
It doesn't matter how good a game is at doing that game mode. So there we are.
True.
Next, Google announces more shit for Stadia, including confirming that Cyberpunk 2077 will launch on there, as well as the other platforms, of course. and also announces that Orcs Must Die 3 is going to be exclusive to the platform.
That's shit.
Fucking boo, buddy.
That's massively shit, buddy. Because, I was a massive fan of the old Orcs Must Die 2. Playing it co-op with you on PC. It was lovely. Happy days. Played quite a bit of Unchained as well. Even chucked a couple of quid at them. Because we were like, I've played this game a hell of a lot. And I've enjoyed it. And then obviously it was just too much at that point. The game just got pay to winny. And, I would love to play Orcs Must Die 3, but I'm not gonna play it on Stadia because fuck that. Like, no, I don't want to do that. To be honest.
I mean, if there's a free trial and I can use it on a different device, then that would be fine.
Power it up in your fucking Chrome browser, can't you?
You can, yeah, and then hook up your like PS4 controller or something like that.
Yeah, that'd probably be the easiest thing to do. But yeah, free trial. Yeah, I'm up for that. But then you have to buy the game.
Yeah, well, it depends how much it is, doesn't it?
Yeah, true. But then when your free trial runs out for... Oh no, because you can get Stadia for free, can't you? The base tier model is actually free, and that runs at 1080p. And then you could buy the game, I guess, and then that's it. Yeah, to be honest, yeah. Okay, well, we could still play it. Maybe. That doesn't sound too bad now. At first, I was like, this is really bad. But maybe not. Who knows?
Gibbons.
We'll have to fucking see. It's still fucking ball bags, though. Stupid exclusives.
Any exclusivity is bullshit.
Yeah. Unless,
obviously, I mean, I think it's fair game. If a console manufacturer snaps up, like if Sony buys a studio, then that's kind of fair enough.
Yeah, that's kind of fair dues. I mean, they've bought a fucking studio. But if it's just, And Orcs Must Die 3, that's a bit of a weird fucking odd one to go for the exclusives, isn't it? I don't know.
It suggests to me that they're struggling to get anyone to go.
Yeah.
Because
probably.
Who gives a fuck about Orcs Must Die 3 other than perhaps us?
Yeah, true.
So, I don't know. It is weird. I don't think that's going to make no difference to anyone. No one's going to read that and be like, wow.
My God, I need Stadia right now.
If anything, they're going to be like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
And the answer is probably because Orcs Must Die 3 wouldn't probably be made without Google's money because they've just, released and bombed a failed free-to-play model. And that often signals the death of a small studio. But no, I mean, if that's the case and Google's saved those guys and allowed them to make a new Orcs Must Die, then fucking power to them.
Fair news, yeah.
Because they're great games.
Yeah. They are. They're really good games.
Love that concept. Great fun to play.
Yeah, if anyone's ever looking for like a co-op game to play, Orcs Must Die 2 is a cracking co-op game to play.
That's the one.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Absolute banger. Speaking of companies buying studios, to finish my news section here, buddy, Sony has bought Insomniac games. Obviously, of Ratchet and Clank, Spyro back in the day, Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox. There'll be no more of that, ladies and gentlemen. And then more recently, the Spider-Man game, which has been an absolute fucking smash hit, like a top 5 on the console.
Still haven't played it yet. One day we'll pick it up.
No, I will get round to it at some point. But that thing's holding its value. That's a in-demand piece of software that is not going down in price very often. So, obviously Microsoft is in the midst of snapping up loads of big studios. PlayStation kind of maybe feeling that they have to follow suit, and they have done with this, and it's a great acquisition. I'm sure that's exciting for PlayStation gamers because these guys, they're just gone from strength to strength really, this studio, and they it's just exciting. I think if you're a PlayStation gamer, then it's really cool. There you go.
Gibbons, buddy. Nice.
And talking of first party studios, buddy, a little inside knowledge from myself. Playground
insider
games.
Knowledge.
Actual insider knowledge. You won't find this on any website. This is probably the first time ever that
world exclusive.
We've got information that everyone else doesn't. Probably the first time ever. Genuinely the first time ever.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, Gibbons. Playground Games creators
Yeah.
of Forza and of Forza Horizon, most famously, this week hired about half a dozen GoPros from my work. So
Fuck.
sounds like they're off doing some scouting, and I know what they're working on, not because of my work, but because of finger on the pulse and all that sort of thing, buddy. It's Fable that they're making at the moment. So
It is, isn't it?
it sounds like they're doing some location scouting for Fable, and that's pretty exciting. What they could end up coming up with there, and also very interesting if we've got to the stage now with GoPro Hero 7s, for example, because of their sort of 4K and higher frame rates, that you could actually sort of use that as the basis for a game world if you were trying to recreate a location, for example. You can proper scanning and that sort of thing. So
kind of cool. That's the fucking insider knowledge, buddy.
there you go. How about that? No one saw that coming.
There you go. Fucking
Because
well
no one
played.
is listening. So yeah, that's my news, buddy. And I think it's time to hand over to you for my favourite section, and I'm sure the listener as well. And that, of course, is Ash's News favourite things of the week.
Cheers, buddy. Fucking not a lot again this week. It's that time of year where hardly anything comes up in the news. But here we go. Minecraft Bedrock Edition has been confirmed for the PS4 and is going to support crossplay, which has always been, a big thing with Minecraft. Like Windows, Xbox, and Switch will play together. But now, obviously, Sony have come on board with that, I guess. It seems to be the done thing. Yeah, I know, obviously. This day and age where Sony seems to be doing that, like you said earlier, with PUBG and whatever. So, it's coming around. So, there's still hope for Destiny 2 to have cross-play. I'm looking forward to that. One day. Maybe.
Gibbons. Maybe Destiny 3.
There you go. There's some news. It's not even in the thing. But this week, you can now transfer, because obviously Destiny's moving over to Steam on the 1st of October. You can now transfer your Battle.net account over to Steam on the Bungie website if you want to do that, if you've played Destiny 2 on PC. And also the cross-save, I don't know if it's active as of this second, but it's meant to go live right about meow, to be honest. So, which means that you can access whatever your active save is. So you pick one of your saves, either PC, Xbox, or PS4. Obviously, I will be picking my PS4 save as my active one, because that's where I've spent hundreds of hours playing the game. And I can now access that on PC. So all my stuff that I've earned on PS4, I can now use that all in PC. Now that doesn't mean that all the expansions and stuff that I bought on PlayStation, I can use them on PC. Unfortunately, they are still bound to their specific platforms, which is ball bags. But hey ho, swings and roundabouts. It's a step closer to where I kind of want Destiny to be, because I would love to play that on my PC and the PS4 when I see fit. Anyway,
Gibbons, it's interesting to see it. I mean, they announced the week we mentioned it that there was going to be cross save, but we didn't know in what capacity that was going to be. And it's it's kind of interesting to see how they've worked it out. It sounds pretty feature rich, and they've gone kind of as far as the platform holders will allow. I mean, up to that fucking
up to
DLC,
now, yeah.
where it's still.
Well, you've bought that on PlayStation, so you can only access that on PlayStation.
Exactly.
But hopefully, going forward, it should be better. Maybe, I don't know. But
the only way around it is to buy it direct from the publisher. Really, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But one of the funny things, like playing Fortnite, my son, he's got like some V-Bucks in his account, and one of the ones was from like I bought like a skin pack where you earned like 1,000 V-Bucks through doing different challenges, and I bought that on the PlayStation. When I booted it up on his account on the PC, those V-Bucks didn't show on PC because obviously I bought them specifically through a bundle on the PS4, but all the other V-Bucks that he's actually bought just on the PlayStation Store as just V-Bucks or whatever, they do show up. So
there is carries over provided it's
well,
just been bought
some
as
currency does and
Yeah.
some doesn't. Whereas with Destiny, like the silver or whatever it is you buy, the actual currency you can buy, that is platform specific as well. That doesn't carry over to PC or to Xbox or to PS4 or whatever. That is just on that one device. So it's a bit of a fucking minefield, to be honest, which isn't handy for anyone that doesn't really read up about this stuff.
No, and the fact that we're even talking about it at all is like it's interesting, but also depressing and shit.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, totally.
so,
Like, I mean, if I can access my save, why can't I access my money that I bought? Like, who gives a fuck where I buy it? You know, at the end of the day.
yeah,
Well,
I suppose
obviously,
the platform holder.
Platform holder does, yeah. Counts. Yeah. Oh well.
Nonsense. You
Anyway, that was a bit of a
need to
random ramble.
restrict your fake money that you bought
Yeah.
with real money. Yeah,
I know.
brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, CD Projekt Red apparently are still exploring the possibilities of Cyberpunk 2077 having multiplayer and is hinted at post-launch expansions. So obviously we knew there was going to be expansions for this game. It'd be weird if there wasn't. But yeah, the possibility of having that multiplayer, kind of cool, and also goes back to that classic thing of like, would Skyrim be better if I was playing it with my buddies or on my own? That we've had,
And I think we've answered that.
It's a no.
I think it's a no. And I was going to say, is anyone interested? Is anyone excited for the prospect of multiplayer in Cyberpunk 2077? I can't think of anything I care about less.
No, I want to play
game
that as a single player campaign or whatever it is, like experience.
I don't want to play that with anyone else, and I certainly don't want the game to be affected in a detrimental fashion to accommodate multiplayer mechanics when it could be like a fucking tight knit story. So,
exactly, that's the thing. You know, just look at Borderlands or The Division, co-op games that we've played, where in certain circumstances one of us has gone further than the other one, and then either that totally fucks up the player that hasn't played as much, and you know, different levels, everything goes tits up. You got to play the content again and again or whatever. Like, I haven't got a problem doing that because I'm playing with my friends and stuff and it's fun, but still, it's fuck that. I'll just play the game on my own. I'm alright.
Gibbons, so excited for that game, but that's not something I care about at all.
No, totally.
To see if it's gonna kind of come
yeah,
through.
No, it's just one of those developments where I know people have like been like in Destiny or whatever, in communities and stuff. People are excited for more co-op experiences that are out there, like Monster Hunter World, The Division, all the shit and stuff. There's been talk about it.
I'm sure lots of people will be excited about it. I'm just not one of them.
I think that like we said, I think that game would not be as fun if you're playing it multiplayer.
I just don't want them to spend any time on
on something that's going to make it worse. Yeah.
Well, even if it doesn't make it worse, it takes time to develop
away from exactly.
From a studio that made one of my favorite ever single player games in The Witcher 3, and I just don't want them to waste any of their fucking manpower. On multiplayer.
Something,
I just want want Blade Runner, please. And
Gibbons, buddy. So finally, just a fucking little stupid thing for me. Skater XL, which is a game that's on, I think it's Steam Early Access, which is a bit shit, is coming to the Switch.
Oh, I can't believe they got that running on the.
I know, right? So it's not going to be coming out till like 2020 or something. But apparently it's going to come to the Switch for some unknown reason. I don't know.
Okay.
It announced it was going to be coming to Xbox One earlier this month, but now it's coming to the Switch. Great
Very
news.
Nice too.
Yeah, it looks all right, this game, but you know, it's a bit budget. Let's put it that way.
Well, Ash's cricket, buddy. Tells you all you need to know.
Mate. Yeah, that's all I need to know.
It doesn't necessarily matter if it's a pile of wank, as long as it's enjoyable to play.
Exactly, buddy. That's video games at the end of the day. Oh, so there you go, buddy. Fuck all really for me, which is nice, really.
That's fine. I enjoyed it. Thanks very much, buddy. That was your news. Before that, of course, was my news. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the news. And now it's time for Out This Week.
And that's out this week.
Sure is, buddy. And considering the last few weeks we've had, I think that the thing we can say is at least there are things out this week.
There's fucking things out this week, buddy. Look at
actual things. There they are. So,
yeah.
And some of them are quite exciting, dare I say. Firstly, we've got Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, which
sounds epic.
It's a third-person open-world survival game on PC.
I'm all right then.
There's a massive shortage of...
There's just not enough of those.
There's a shortage of that genre on that system, and they obviously thought,
they're gonna fill that hole with this.
You know, supply and demand, and there it is. So that's Ancestors.
Can I just say, I fucking love sarcasm.
There's nothing better than sarcasm.
It's true.
It's the highest form of wit, as the saying goes.
The only form of wit, buddy.
It's
the only form.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cool.
This game...
He's still going on about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there's been like a lot of sort of pre-alpha footage and stuff. It's from Panache Games. Panache Digital Games.
There you go. They did it.
I'll stop now. More exciting, Control. The game Control, buddies, it arrives on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It is from Remedy. They've made such games as Max Payne and
Maximum Pain. Yeah.
Alan Wake.
Alan Wakefield,
which is the name of the game, as well as an exclamation if you were hoping someone called Alan would stir. So I want this game.
Quantum Break. They made that.
They did make Quantum Break. Less lauded, of course. Quantum Break. I still enjoyed playing through it. It was a little bit mangled. They spent a lot of their money on, for some reason, a live action cast and a TV series, which
it's worked before in the past.
Yeah, it always works that, and it's hard to argue with it.
I can't remember the name of the game now.
Wing Commander.
No, I'm thinking of a different one. It was on Quest.
3.
No, the TV show on Quest, and I don't know. Fuck it, who cares?
There you go. Control. It's from Remedy. I want it, and we'll see. We'll see about picking that up because I want it. So there we are. That's out this week. Elsewhere, Knights and Bikes arrives on PS4 and PC. It is a co-op adventure game. Very indie, quite cutesy, and possibly worth a little look if you're after a co-op adventure game. That's Knights and Bikes. The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut arrives on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That is The Bard's Tale 4, the Director's Cut. Hard to explain what that game is to someone who hasn't seen it, but there you are. It's The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut. We've also got Blair Witch coming to Xbox One and PC. News to me that it's not coming to PS4. I'm almost calling bullshit on my own notes, and now I'm investigating to make sure that's
just
the
checking.
case.
Yeah,
and
I think it was an exclusive, wasn't it?
It is currently exclusive, but the PS4 release isn't off the table.
Obviously.
Timed exclusive by the looks.
Yeah.
But either way, that's coming to Xbox One and PC.
Game Pass. Day one, son.
I will also play that briefly before I get scared into the other room.
Yeah. I play with the lights on.
Yeah, all of the lights
Listening to Lenny Kravitz, I reckon.
Yeah. Or,
why not? Feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Probably Frankie Valli would be a good shout.
Good choice.
Or maybe that's a little
Steps.
bit sort of... Steps! Yeah, absolutely. Bit of Steps. There's rumours of an S Club reunion, so maybe a bit of S Club as well.
Nice.
And then Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand and Chemistry by Semisonic.
Semisonic on repeat. Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Elsewhere, And finally, as well as elsewhere, the Dark Pictures Man of Medan is
Cool.
coming out this week on PS4,
Yeah.
Xbox One, and PC. And
Okay.
I don't know how many people know what that is. It probably
No idea.
sounds pretty shit from the name.
It does.
Anyway, this is the first part of Supermassive Games' new Until Dawn spin-off. It's called The Dark Pictures, and this is episode 1, The Man of Medan. It looks to be set on a yacht. It's a graphical fucking masterpiece, just like Until Dawn was. Until Dawn, of course, famously a game that I raved about for weeks in total vain as no cunt played it. And as far as I'm aware, that's still the case with everyone I know. And everyone
I'm not
who
playing that
listens
game.
to this.
I'm not playing that game.
No one's
Fuck
interested,
you.
even though
care.
it's a fucking masterpiece, Until Dawn,
Yeah.
and it was given to everyone for free. Well, anyway.
Wow. Technically.
Part of your subscription. So yeah, if you didn't play this, you probably won't. If you didn't play that, you probably won't play this. But I would like to play this. It is the first in a series of, I think, 5 or 6 chapters they've been working hard on, and it's the first sort of major thing to come out that's sort of non-VR based for a little while. They had The Inpatient as their last major release, which was a little bit of a hit and miss game on the VR. Before that, Until Dawn: Rush of Blood, which was kind of a sort of jerry-rigged kind of Until Dawn engine, but with shooting gallery. Very fun in VR, really enjoyable. But this is their first proper game for a while with a story to it, and that's what shone in Until Dawn. So yeah, pretty excited for that. So that's at least two games this week that I would like to buy, and one that is coming to Game Pass that I will play. So
isn't Wreckfest out this week as well?
Wreckfest is allegedly out this week. The date has changed so often on Wreckfest that I think I've reported that it's out this week on at least 5 or 6 podcasts over the last year. I think
it's meant to be the 27th.
It is, indeed. Indeed, it's supposed to be
this
coming
could
out
change.
This Tuesday coming. It might be close enough now that it can't get pushed again. We're less than a week away from that. That's is true. A day one for us. If it does come out when it's supposed to, it's the thing we'll be probably talking about on next week's show. So
I probably won't, buddy, because I'm not here. Silence.
Well, you broke up. You said I'm not, and then there was like a dramatic pause. My end. I don't know if there was enough.
It was, that's dramatic enough. I mean, I said I'm not here next week. I'm away all week. I'm in Cornwall.
You're down Cornwall way, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever will be in that respect. But if there is a show and I do that show, then I will be talking about Wreckfest, buddies.
There you go.
That's a better way of
putting that. Yeah. You cunts.
Fucking suck it. So, yeah, there you go. And that, buddies, is out this week. So there you go.
That's out this week.
And now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat.
We want to know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show. And, yeah, we just got this little section in here this week, buddies, to confirm the winner of our most recent competition. We've been, once again, churning out Steam keys, courtesy of... namely JJ, isn't it, who tends to pop us.
JJ is the man. JJ is the man.
He's all about
all the followers and subscribers and tweeters and stuff.
Absolutely, and
it's the only reason we get them.
Yeah, exactly. We love a bit of it. We like to give your Steam keys away. It's very nice, to be honest. We get a lot more hits on the site, maybe some new listeners as well.
Doubt it.
Probably more likely a lot of people who just entered lots of competitions on the internet.
Yeah. Now I've come savvy to this, and I can go on their Twitter or YouTube channel, and I see if they are just, massive cunts, really, that just enter loads of shit. So if they are one of those people, then unfortunately, they're not going to win it.
Oh, so okay. I've gone hardline here.
I go through people that actually play games. And this guy has a YouTube channel about computer games. So I thought this guy can have the code.
There you go. Okay.
So, I'm doing my due diligence of making the world a better place.
I like that, and
you go.
it's not really fair to all the participants, nor do we give a fuck about that.
No,
So,
fuck those guys, because they're not going to play it. Well, if they did, then they're not now.
yeah, there you go. And the terms and conditions, you can hear them right now. If you're just collecting competitions and collecting,
There you go. We've put
then,
terms and conditions. Yeah.
yeah. And if you listen
There
to
you
the
go.
show, then you'll hear the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you won't. So anyway, the key we're giving away this week is Old Man's Journey, which is a game that I have completed. So
Yeah, you do.
and I
Or
really
did.
enjoyed it. It was fun,
There you
fun
go.
little indie venture
Yeah.
involving shifting kind of hills up and down and perspective puzzles and that sort of thing. Really fun and quite poignant and quite tastefully done as well. Nice art style. And the winner of this wonderful game is the easy to pronounce Mr.
Yeah, I'll pick this one. Yeah.
I'm going to go for it. Jakub Bojansk.
I feel like you nailed it.
Bojansik?
Yes.
Bojansik?
Bojan. Because
You got on Bojan like the English pronunciation of the former Barcelona striker.
Yeah, I went Bojan.
By the way, you'll know if we're talking about you. And congratulations, you are the winner of this month, I suppose, is competition.
Yeah, I kind of do one a month.
We'll be pinging that over to you via email. And thanks very much for entering the competition.
Well done for actually playing video games.
Gibbons, there'll be another competition live in the
When
near
I can be
future,
asked.
courtesy of the mighty JJ. So there we are, and that's your lot, buddies.
Thank you.
So I think that'll about do us, buddy, for episode 224. What a time we've had! What a time to be alive!
Delightful as ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy days.
Shared a few laughs among friends, and yeah,
We did it.
we
Good
fucking
news
did.
is there's a new massive sale on the PlayStation Store, so we can sit and look at that for an hour before we go to bed.
I like it. Beautiful. I've got some Pinot Grigio to finish, so that sounds perfect, buddy.
Tasty
Beautiful.
stuff.
I will be back next week.
Maybe. Who knows? You might just sack it off.
I think I'll be here. Ash won't. He'll be on his sleigh.
I will be.
So yeah, thanks very much for listening this week, buddies. Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you next time, or I will. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Farewell.